For every goal I score, the greatest top scorer in the history of some country's national team will come onto the field. Our first country will be Egypt, so we're gonna put Salah in the attack. The Liverpool player is the top scorer in his country's history, having scored 58 goals for the national team. Remember, all the matches are online in Ultimate Team, and Salah will have to score at least one goal against Courtois, which wasn't too hard for the Egyptian idol, who broke away from the defense and shot across goal to score his. Let's spin the wheel to see which country will be next. And it landed on Portugal. This one is easy to figure out. Cristiano Ronaldo is the top scorer in the history of the Portuguese national team and also the highest scorer among all national teams. CR7 came into the game and immediately pulled off a back heel flick over the defender, then shot into the corner to score a beautiful goal. Let's see who the next striker will be, and it's gonna be the top scorer of the French national team. If you thought it was Mbappé, Zidane, or Thierry Henry, you were wrong. The top scorer in the history of the French national team is Olivier Giroud. Yes, him. The Frenchman, who is now playing in the United States, couldn't win with speed, so he shielded the ball from the defense until he was brought down and won a penalty. He took the penalty himself and scored his goal. Now it's time for Uruguay's top scorer. In third place is Diego Forlan with 36 goals. In second, Edinson Cavani with 58. And in first place, Luisito Suarez with 68 goals scored. The former Gremio striker came on in the second half and struck hard to score his goal. So let's spin the wheel to choose our next top scorer. And now it's the Netherlands' turn. In third place is Huntelaar with 42 goals. In second, Memphis Depay with 47. And in first, Robin van Persie with 50 goals scored. I shelled out 70,000 coins on the market to buy this Dutch icon card, so go ahead and leave a like on this video. Right in his very first play, he found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper and shot into the top corner to score his goal. Let's spin the wheel to pick the next one. Now it's the turn of the four-time world champion Italy. The top scorer is Luigi Riva with 35 goals, but he's not in the game, just like the second place, Giuseppe Meazza with 33 goals. And third, Silvio Piola with 30. Fourth place is shared between Roberto Baggio and Alessandro Del Piero, both with 27 goals for the national team. And I'm going to pick the one who missed the penalty in the final against Brazil. Roberto Baggio came on in the next game and immediately pulled off a beautiful dribble past the defender to shoot into the corner and score his goal. Now it's Scotland's turn. Comment below if you know the name of any Scottish player besides Kenny Dalglish, who is the national team's top scorer with 30 goals. The Scottish striker who made history at Liverpool and Celtic pulled off a slick move inside the box and shot into the corner to score his goal. Let's spin the wheel one more time, and now it's Ukraine's turn. Andriy Shevchenko is the country's all-time top scorer with 48 goals. The Ukrainian legend received the ball on the diagonal and with a smooth strike placed it past the goalkeeper to score his goal. Let's spin the wheel, and now tell me, do you know which country this is? That's the flag of Kosovo, and the top scorer in the country's history is Muriqi with 31 goals. The forward who plays for Mallorca in Spain received a gift from the goalkeeper, making it easy for him to score. Let's spin the wheel one more time, and now it's Ireland's turn. Robbie Keane is his country's top scorer with 68 goals. The Irish striker received the ball inside the box and curled it into the top corner with the outside of his foot to score a beautiful goal. Now it's the turn of the top scorer in the history of the Australian national team. The forward Tim Cahill is the country's all-time leading scorer with 49 goals. He found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper and missed a great chance. Luckily, right after that, their defense slipped up, and with no goalkeeper in sight, Australia's top scorer just had to tap the ball into the net. Let's see which country is next. And that flag there is the flag of Gabon. The Gabonese player Aubameyang is the top scorer in the country's history with 35 goals scored. He received a good pass inside the box, and with a precise shot into the corner, he got his goal. Let's spin the wheel. And it landed on another African country. That's the flag of Cameroon. It's no secret to anyone that the top Cameroonian scorer is Samuel Eto'o. He has 56 goals to his name. And I had to spend 350,000 coins to buy this card, so help me out by leaving a like on the video. Since I can't make any more substitutions in this match, Eto'o came on in the next game. And the Cameroonian took off at speed. He cut beautifully past the defense and with his left foot shot into the top corner to score his goal. Now I want to see if you can guess who is the top scorer in Croatia's history. Mandzukic and Perisic are in the top 3, but the greatest scorer in Croatia's history is Davor Šuker with 45 goals. He even became the top scorer of the 1998 World Cup. On the cross into the box, the Croatian striker missed a goal he wasn't used to missing. He was having a bit of trouble getting past the defense until at one point he fooled the marking and, with the outside of his foot, the Croatian struck into the top corner to score his goal. Let's spin the wheel and now it's Argentina's turn. Lionel Messi is the all-time top scorer for the national team with 112 goals. The Argentine came in leaving the defense lost and almost scored a stunning goal. In the second half, he pulled off some fancy footwork inside the box and scored his goal with his right foot. If you're good at geography, you should know which country this is. That's the flag of Bosnia, and the all-time top scorer is Dzeko with 67 CR goals. Even though he's just a regular goal card, with the power of the handicap, the Bosnian slipped through the defense and fired a strong shot into the corner to score his goal. Let's spin the roulette, and that flag there is the flag of Hungary. Puskás is the top scorer for the Hungarian national team with an incredible 80 goals in 80 par matches. The former Real Madrid player received the ball inside the box and, as a natural-born striker, shot into the corner to score his goal. Now it's time for the top scorer of the Belgian national team. Romelu Lukaku is by far the top scorer with 88 goals. In second place comes Hazard with only 33. The Belgian striker found himself unmarked inside the box. He didn't miss and fired into the top corner to score his goal. Let's spin the wheel, and if you don't know, that's the flag of Armenia. Comment below if you know the name of any Armenian player. The only one I know is Mkhitaryan, who is also his country's top scorer with 32 goals. The problem is that he doesn't play as a striker and will have to play out of position, but that's not an issue for him. Right in his very first play, he already scored his goal. So let's spin the wheel one more time, and it landed on Poland. It's no secret to anyone that the greatest scorer in Polish history is Lewandowski. The problem is that our opponent left the game. The guy dropped the controller, and Lewandowski was left dribbling alone on the field until the guy disconnected. Let's go to the next match, which starts with the Pole getting into this challenge with the defender. After that, Lewandowski was injured. He got that little cross under his name, and that affected his performance on the field. But even injured, the Pole is a natural striker. With the passing play, he struck hard into the corner and scored his goal right away. The next striker is the top scorer in the history of Morocco. Currently, it's El Kaabi with 26 goals, but he could be overtaken at any moment by Ziyech, who has scored 25 goals. We're going to play with a regular gold card up front. Even so, the Moroccan left the defense lost and struck with his left foot to score his goal. Let's spin the roulette, and this time it landed on Brazil. The top scorer in the history of the national team is Neymar with 79 goals. And in second place comes Pelé with 77. So I'm going to make an exception and field both Pelé and Neymar to play together. Right in his first play, Pelé left the defender behind and shot into the top corner to score a beautiful goal worthy of Pelé. Now all that's missing is Neymar's goal, so we can spin the roulette. Ney tried a fancy move inside the box, but his shot went wide. Pelé gave him a good pass. He was one-on-one with the goalkeeper and the ball hit the post. Neymar seems unable to believe he missed that goal. The second half begins and he keeps trying. Check out this sombrero, but he was blocked right as he went to shoot. It's been tough for Ney to score, but after receiving a pass from Pelé, he cut in diagonally and fired across goal to finally get his. Neymar finally scored, so now let's spin the roulette one more time. While the roulette spins, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. There are plenty more EA FC videos here, and now it's England's turn. Let's see who the top scorers for the English national team are. In third place, Hendrick's idol Bobby Charlton with 49 goals. In second, Wayne Rooney with 53. And way out in front, Harry Kane with 71 goals. It didn't take long for the Englishman to score his. In a quick 1-2, he received the lofted pass and finished first time to score his goal. After that, the guy even disconnected. And let's spin the roulette to see who will be the striker in the next match. That's the flag of Iceland, and I don't even know why I put this country here. I say this because the top scorer for the Icelandic national team is Sigurdsson with 27 goals, but these days he's playing in the Icelandic League, which isn't even in the game. After him, there's a string of players who have already retired until we get to this Bjarnason guy who has scored 15 goals and plays for Brescia in Italy. Now finally, we've managed to find a player who is actually in the game. The problem is that besides being just a regular silver card, he plays in midfield and will have to play out of position as a striker. This is the team we're going up against, and our silver player will have to score a goal against Van der Sar, one of the best goalkeepers in the game, but right at the start, with just 5 minutes into the match, the Icelander found himself one-on-one with the keeper and even scored with his left foot to get his goal. Even I didn't see that one coming. I thought I'd have to record about 15 games with this guy. And after the Icelandic national team, the roulette picked another Viking country. Now it's Norway's turn, where Holland is already the national team's top scorer with just 48 goals, at only 24 years old. The Norwegian came in shooting straight at the goalkeeper, then took another shot, a bit awkwardly, right down the middle of the goal. He sprinted forward on the attack and with a chip shot almost scored his goal until he received the ball at the edge of the box and fired it into the top corner to finally get his goal. Let's spin that roulette again, and this time it landed on South Korea. The top scorer for the Korean national team is Boom Kon-cha with 55 goals, but he's not in the game, and at any moment he could be surpassed by the second place Sun, who has 51 goals. The Korean cut in diagonally, but the goalkeeper made a good save. Then he was one-on-one with the keeper and tried a chip shot. He was about to score a beautiful goal until the defender cleared it off the line. Almost by accident, he pulled off a nutmeg on the defense, tried another chip, but this time it wasn't even close. After so many attempts, the Tottenham player received the ball at the edge of the box and shot into the corner to finally score his goal. Let's spin the wheel. That's the flag of Wales, where Gareth Bale is the national team's all-time top scorer with 40 goals. Right in his first play, the golf player took a powerful shot at goal, and the goalkeeper Van der Sar couldn't do anything about it. Bale didn't stay on the field for long, and he's already coming off to make way for the top scorer in Canada's history. The striker Jonathan David is only 25 years old and is the national team's top scorer with 32 goals. The Canadian who plays for Lille in France received the ball at speed, went one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and didn't miss. That way he's already coming off to make way for Saudi Arabia's top scorer. In first place is Al-Qahtani with 35 goals, but he's not in the game, so let's go with the second. The Saudi Al Jaber has a hero card in the game and scored 29 goals for the national team. He came on and immediately caused trouble for the defense, and with his left foot almost scored his own. The Saudi player broke into the box, the defender challenged him, and the referee awarded a penalty. I thought it was nothing serious, but Al Jaber had nothing to do with that and stepped up to take the penalty. With a cheeky chip, he missed and was left frozen in the box. The Saudi needs to make up for the missed penalty. He cut past the defender and with his left foot sent it to the back of the net. Let's spin the wheel, and now it's Ivory Coast's turn. The all-time top scorer is Drogba with 63 goals scored. The Chelsea legend started off having trouble getting past this defense. It's tough for the Ivorian to find space, until he finally managed to leave the defender behind and struck across goal to finally score his goal. Now he's coming off to make way for Spain's top scorer. Unfortunately, David Villa isn't in FIFA, but Raul is, who is in second place with 44 goals scored. The Real Madrid legend started off by trying a curling shot from outside the box. On his second chance, the Spaniard didn't miss and fired into the top corner to score a beautiful goal. With that, he's already coming off to make way for the top scorer in Finland's history. Comment below if you know any Finnish players. The top scorer in their history is this guy Pukki with 42 goals scored. I don't know this guy, but it's not going to be easy to score a goal with a silver card. In theory, he's supposed to lose every challenge against the defense, but in practice, he got a pass inside the box and fired into the top corner to score a beautiful goal. After that, the guy even disconnected. Check out the replay with me. Look where that ball went. It didn't even seem like he was a silver card. Now let's spin the roulette. There are only a few countries left. And now it's Paraguay's turn. The legendary Roque Santa Cruz is going to show up on the channel once again. He's the top scorer in the history of the Paraguayan national team with 32 goals scored. The 43-year-old striker is still playing. He dribbled past the defense and almost scored his own. He received a good pass at the edge of the box, but the shot went wide. He beat the defense for pace and shot wide again. It's not normal for him to miss goals like that. He's been scoring goals since the days of winning 11 on PlayStation 1. The Paraguayan idol raises his arm to call for the ball. He controls the ball, gets past the defender, and strikes hard to finally score his goal. Now he's coming off to make way for the greatest scorer in Chile's history, Alexis Sanchez, who has 51 goals for the national team. But as soon as the Chilean came on, the other team tied the game. It seems like he's a bit of a jinx, but that's okay. The first half ended 1-1, and I need to tell you something. If you've watched this far, stop being lazy and subscribe to the channel. More than 70% of viewers aren't subscribed, so do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Then turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos. The second half starts with Alexis Sanchez leaving the defense lost. The Chilean shot across goal and already scored his. There are only 2 countries left, and now it's Germany's turn. The top scorer in the history of the German national team is close, with 71 goals. He's also the top scorer in World Cup history with 16 goals. The German came in, cut past the defense, and shot across goal to score a beautiful goal. Now it's time for the last country on the roulette. Who do you think is the top scorer in the history of the United States? That top scorer title is shared between Dempsey and Donovan with 57 goals each. I'm going to pick Dempsey for our attack. The American left their defense lost and shot into the top corner to score a stunning goal. He's the last top scorer in this video, but this isn't the last video on this channel. Click on the card to watch the next video. And if you watched up to this point, don't forget to leave a like,